Hi and welcome to 21st Pittsburgh. Today we are going to talk about Steelers' performance in the game against the Buffalo Bills. It was not a good game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and this is the third time in a row where we have a significantly different team than we had the first half of the season. Let's just start to say that Buffalo won the game by 26 to 15 points by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the offense were struggling a lot. If we focus just on the offense to start with, the best way to describe this version of the Pittsburgh Steelers is to talk about the 2019 season. It looks almost exactly the same. There is almost no difference at all, despite the personnel is more experienced and we got a better quarterback. I know that I, among many others, have pointed towards Randy Fichtner and how the play calling on the offense has triggered us. This started actually becoming a real significant problem last year. Remember how many people were angry in the beginning with Mason Rudolph that we didn't let him play. We didn't use him the way he was used in college, throwing long passes to James Washington, no one else, and our own James W. The explanation we were given back then, last year, was that Randy and Mike know what they are doing. They are playing down to Mason's weaknesses and strengths to be able to win the games, limiting the playbook as much as they can to suit Mason. I feel like we sort of now know that that is not true. That was not the case. It was not Mason's fault. I feel like we never got the full chance to see Mason last year. Why? Because we are playing the exact same type of football now with Big Ben. The congestion, the lack of variety, the predictable plays combined with some completely clueless calls in important moments. 3 and long, let's play a short slant that never gives more than 6 yards. 3 yards from the quarterback, not from the line of scrimmage. 3 yards. I'm not saying that it's Ben's fault. I'm not saying that it's the player's fault. I'm 100% blaming the one-dimensional system and play calling at the end on Mike Tomlin, because it's him that have hired Randy Fichtner, and Randy Fichtner is the one that is orchestrating this one-dimensional play calling. Mason Rudolph deserves a second chance without Randy Fichtner at the helm of the play calling, and with someone that understands how to develop a strategy. The strategy last year with Mason was I doesn't even have a word for it that is proper for this situation. It's insane. Ben did not have one of his best games last week, but he was not straight up bad. He sure missed on the interceptions, but I mean, that can happen to anybody. I don't understand this narrative that have been on social media last week that Ben is washed. That is just not true. When Pittsburgh get a new offensive coordinator, and I hope that will be really, really soon, the best way would be for us to get a new offensive coordinator tomorrow or yesterday. I hope that they still have Mason Rudolph in the team and that they will give him starts in the preseason as much as possible. I do not trust Randy Fichtner as it is now. And I definitely don't trust him coaching a new, young quarterback that need a good strategy pinned out for him. Didn't we all see this last year? It was all Randy's fault. I have tried to be nice to Randy and Mike, but I don't know anymore. I just don't know. This thing with bad coordinators have been going on all the way with Mike Tomlin as the head coach. Think about it. Anyway, best players on the offense against the Buffalo Bills were Jalen Samuels, Julius Smith-Schuster, and James Washington. Let me know down in the comments who you think was the best offensive players in that game. On defense, we have a lot of positive to take with us from the Bills game actually. Marcus Allen did absolutely fantastic as a safety that is now playing linebacker. He was awesome in my opinion. Sure, you can see that he is new on the position and he did some mistakes and he didn't take the best route all the times, but you can see that he have developed and that he is getting better. You also have to consider how far down the depth chart he is. He did absolutely great. Avery Williamson was also really good. You can tell that he have been a starter in the league for a long time now, and I mean, it's no surprise. Highsmith had some really good plays, but also some not so good plays. He forgot to check his assignment once and so on, but we can see the potential in him. It could have been a lot worse with a rookie. Hilton, Nelson, Sutton played good as usual. They are my three best players on the defense for this game. Hilton have been a true star the last 3 games. Mika had a really bad game actually. He missed a tackle. He also a few times looked a little bit half interested. He stopped playing before the referee had blown the whistle, and he one time just showed the shoulder towards the offensive players in Buffalo, and instead of tackling a proper tackle. Also on special teams, Jordan Berry was awesome. He has been fantastic since he come back, and I have nothing but good to say about Jordan at this point. Yeah, he have been really good since he came back compared to how bad he was when we let him go. So that have been awesome to rehire him. Really good move by the Pittsburgh. This week we are playing against the Cincinnati Bengals. Hopefully it will be an easy game for the team so they can find some time to, work on some of the issues and don't get exhausted by a tough game. That's all for now. Thank you for listening and watching. See you later.